So let's talk about Kanye West for a sec. I purposely have avoided talking about him for as long as this weird thing that he's been doing has been going on, because I didn't want to be a part of the news cycle or the people that was honestly enabling him. We all know why he does the things that he does at this point. It's simply for shock value and to sell albums or his clothing line. And I simply just didn't want to be a part of that in any way, shape, or form. Did I find some of the tweets funny when he was crashing out? Yes, but that was more for ironic purposes. But I don't want to act like I'm supporting that and giving him what he wants. But now that he hasn't gotten what he wants, I think I'm finally able to like talk about it. And I'm just like a small content creator, so like it's not like my voice is like giving a huge impact on the grand scheme of things. I just didn't want to put my perspective out on the internet because I felt like if it does blow up, I don't want it to be like I'm enabling something that I don't want to enable. So what am I referring to when I say it didn't work? Well, if you haven't been on the internet in the past like 2.5, 3 months, Kanye West has just gone down an entire just crash out tour. I mean, he's dissed Travis Scott, Kid Cudi, Drake, Playboy Cardi, Amber Rose. I mean, any name that you can think of, he has dissed, except Joe Budden, ironically, or Uno Miles. Hell, he's even dissed Kim multiple times, and that's over a fight between North's IP battle and whoever owns that. You know, the Black Father thing that he's also been preaching about for about 4 to 5 years. But my video is really not to talk about, you know, the intricacies of everything that he's doing. My video is really to talk about Kanye West has been weaponizing his mental illness for over a decade now. And we've all enabled him because, you know, just as people, we're all like, man, after his mom died, yeah, that man, that really needs help, bro. Like, that brother needs help, man. And we still do acknowledge that. And for me, it came to a point where we can't continue to let him get away with this. Like, going back to damn near 2016, 2015, he has done some sort of media stunt, some sort of mental crash out. And about a month, 2 months, 3 months later, he has promoted either his Gap and Yeezy expansion, or a new Yeezy shoe, or a new Yeezy clothing line, season 3 or whatever that was, a new album. He's done something to promote himself. Hell, even his presidential campaign was somehow a promotion for himself. And this is what I'm saying. It feels like every time he goes on one of these mental tirades, it's for his own selfish gain. And we feed into it. We kept feeding into it. But I think now nobody's feeding into that. Nobody has listened to that Bully album respectfully. Actually, disrespectfully. It's just one continuously long song on like a weird link. And I'm kind of happy that everybody has kind of just come to the same conclusion of like, we don't care anymore. Like, yes, the crash out tweets can find some comedy in them. Him posting text messages with Drake is kind of funny. But at this point, because he has leaned so much into the anti-Semitism, into, you know, the whole I hate white women even though he dates white women, the Bianca Censori stuff, anti-black stuff, like, because he has leaned so much into all of that stuff now, even the people that were like, you know, edgy and like, you know, find all that stuff funny are kind of like, it's not funny anymore, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, dummy, the joke's over. And so for me, I kind of just wanted to pose the question of, are we done with Kanye? Like, is Kanye really done? Like, are we just finished with him? One of the most influential artists of all time. Honestly, in my opinion, top 3 artists of all time. Like, his lyrics were never the greatest, but now it's like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, what are you actually saying? And especially because now he's really mixing in the real life anti-Semitism stuff into his bars. It's getting to a point where, like, for me, I can no longer separate the art from the artist, because you are purposely making it as to where you are combining the two. Now this is just who you are. For me, it's the same thing with R. Kelly. Like, I can't listen to an R. Kelly song, him talking about sex, and not think about the 14-year-old or 13-year-old that's locked up in his studio tied to his heart-shaped bed. Like, I can't do it. That's me personally. If you could somehow find a way to separate that, I think that speaks more about you, honestly, than really about anything else. But if you can somehow do it, go off. But for me at this point, I really haven't enjoyed a Kanye West project since Donda. And now granted, that wasn't that long ago, but I felt like Donda was really the last Kanye West project collectively that was great that we'll ever get. And it's sad to say because his production really hasn't fallen off. But you look at every album that he has touched, what is there to say? I know the super hardcore Kanye fans love Vulture 1 and somehow Vulture 2. I thought Vulture 1 was okay. I thought it had decent songs on there. And I thought Vulture 2 was an absolute abysmal project that felt somehow rushed and overcooked at the same time. But now that you're seeing more and more artists and more people really come out about their Kanye West horror stories, whether it be Iggy Azalea and how he made her feel absolutely weird because of, you know, Kanye West has a serious porn addiction that he's been telling everybody for the past 25 years, and he just said it to her face. Or the fact that Kanye West has been surrounded by nothing but yes men. Or the fact that Kanye West somehow is a super Jesus believer, super Christian, but yet keeps calling himself God and Jesus Christ reincarnated. Like, it's so many things that are so problematic with Kanye West that at this point it's no longer about, oh man, that man needs mental health, that man needs help. Nobody wants to help him, and he doesn't want to help himself, and he knows that. So that's why he's going to continue to keep doing the behavior that he does, because we as people, we as society has enabled him for so long. And so look, honestly, his last stint worked. Vulture 2, the wet t-shirts that your favorite IG thought had on, like, it worked. But I'm glad to see that society has now realized we can't just keep allowing him to do this. Like, it has to come to a point where it's like, it's no longer funny. It's like, my nigga, cut it out. But I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Is there a possibility that somebody could weaponize their mental illness or anything that has something to do with that? Is that even possible? Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if you listen to the Bully album. I don't really want to hear a review. I just want to kind of know why you listen to it, because, like, why? And just let me know overall where you kind of stand with this Kanye West stuff, because to me at this point, it's like, I don't even like listening to Graduation. This is the same guy that made College Dropout and Graduation, and I don't even feel comfortable listening to that no more. Like, it's weird, bro. I'm having a tough time skipping these songs in my playlist. But anyway, y'all, it's been your boy Josh Hero, signing out.